Today is a monumental event for the city of Scranton and Lackawanna County. The land bank is something that really matters to all of us in Scranton and Lackawanna County. You know, it's another great announcement by Lackawanna County government investing in our future. One of our partners in the land bank is the Honorable William Courtwright, who understands we have a lot of property in the city of Scranton, and there was different plans, the Pittsburgh plans and other plans, where people weren't getting accessibility to these properties. We've only been around since December of 2015, but it took a year and a half to actually get everything up and running with a solicitor, bylaws, and everything else. But as of this past June, we had our first land transaction. And now we're here in May of 2018, and we're having our 50th. And not only a property, but a business with an apartment. Something that's actually going to revitalize this block of Capous Avenue. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Honorable Mayor of the City of Scranton, William Courtwright.
Well, for sure, this is a great day. I remember when I ran for mayor several years back, Senator Blake had mentioned to me something about land bank, and it was just a thought then. And with the help of everybody involved, especially the county and the county commissioners, this is what we have. I'm especially happy for the fact that the owners of On and On across the street have bought this property, just as we had a family over in Kaiser Valley buy the property next to it. So when somebody in their own neighborhood invests in the property, it just shows, you know, what this land bank can do. And it's 50, right? This is the 50th.
This is the 50th today.
50 properties, right? And the people of the city of Scranton, myself, we couldn't be happier. So we wish you all the luck in the world, and we really thank you for investing in the city, and more to come. So thanks again.
More, lots more. Thanks, Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, everything starts with the beginning. A lot of meetings, a lot of paperwork, a lot of discussion, but it all starts with one. And there's only going to be a first property. There's only going to always be one first property for the land bank, and that property was on the 200 block of North Cameron Avenue. And it was a property that wasn't accessible to the actual neighbor. Costs were too high for it. They took care of it, but they never had ownership of it. And they had been on their property for over 20 some years at that point, maybe 30. This time I'd like to introduce Joan and Greg Popel. Say a few words about their property they bought this past June. Thank you, Greg, for coming.
I would just like to say that I would hope that the new owners have good luck, their business is a success. This is a good thing for the city. I'm a lifelong resident of Scranton. It's great to see these empty properties being put to some good use. And once again, good luck with the new owners. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, not only it's the blight factor. You know, I mean, if I'm sure if anybody drove by here this morning, there was weeds that were up 2 feet. We had them trimmed. The new owners will take over today. This will be revitalized like they've done across the street. You know, it's like a tree. You plant it, you water it, and it starts to grow, and then the roots start to spread out. The roots are spreading out with the land bank, and numerous people are coming forward. And I'm assuming after this transaction today, within the next week and a half, we will be closer to 60 than ever. So it's been a long time in coming. And at this time, I'd like to introduce one of the architects and a good friend of mine who's been at the forefront of this, my good friend, the Director of Economic Development, George Kelly.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank Commissioner O'Malley, Lackawanna County, the mayor. It's all a partnership. We're all working together. We're all working to do good. And this is a very visible sign. We're taking properties that have been blighted, condemned, and pooling our resources and our focus to make good things happen. So I want to congratulate Andrew and Megan for their purchase here, for their investment in the neighborhood, for taking back our neighborhoods, help to take back our neighborhoods. And I hope the good work continues. I'm sure it will. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it just doesn't happen. There's a lot of people that I'd like to thank here today. George Kelly, who just spoke, Linda Abley, Marion Gatto, Terry McDonald, Henry Jakey, and Steve Petoniak. That makes up the committee, and we have an advisory board that's very robust, and they're always bringing things to the forefront for the land bank. like the mayor had said, this is something that's been long in coming, and people, and myself, the mayor, have been around a while. I've seen that people weren't able to have accessibility to the properties they wanted. They were either caught up somewhere, there's too much taxes on it. The land bank gives you the opportunity to clear the taxes, clear the liens, and have an opportunity to buy the property at the price that it is, or even lower. So you can expand your property. You could buy that house and rebuild it. You could take care of some blight in your neighborhood. You could share a lot with your neighbor that might live on the other side of the property, and you may just need accessibility to your backyard to put in a garage, maybe add a pool. These are all options that we have in Scranton, and we're hoping to bring this to all of the 39 other municipalities throughout Lackawanna County, because it really matters to the citizens. And there's a lot of great property up there that needs to be sold and brought back on the tax roll and needs to be taken care of. At this time, I would like to bring up Megan and Andrew to say a few words about their property, and then a few minutes from now, we'll actually give them their deed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Last summer we bought the building across the street and moved our shop on and on in the fall. We love our new neighborhood and are excited to be part of its growth. We are grateful to the land bank has given us this opportunity to continue to invest here. We wouldn't have been able to do this without their help, the help of George Kelly, Ralph Pappas, and the Lackawanna County Commissioners. We plan to start cleaning up and secure the property right away. Eventually, we plan for a retail space on the first floor and residential space on the second. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. We'll give you that deed in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you see a land bank sign, please call the phone number if you're interested in the property. At this time, I'd like to bring up Ralph Pappas to actually give the phone number and some other information. Anyone in the viewing audience that would like to purchase a property in Scranton. I know Ralph was expecting this, but you're on, Ralph.
Okay. Well, I'm Ralph Pappas, and I really handle the day-to-day activities of the land bank. So if anybody is interested in any of our properties, just call the number at 570-963-6380. I think that's the number. Yep. Extension 1358.
That gets you, right?
That gets right to me, and we get you a list of the properties that are available for sale. And we're really excited with Megan and Andrew getting this property and rehabbing it. And by this year, next time we'll be looking at a refurbished building here. Thank you very much. Thanks, Commissioner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this house is going to be rebuilt, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be modern within the next year. These opportunities are available to everyone in Lackawanna County as soon as the land bank comes to your municipality. So please talk to your elected officials. Tell them to reach out to land bank. We want to help you to get to those properties. At this time, I'd like to have Andrew and Megan come onto the steps, and we're going to do the presentation of the deed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was long in coming. We're very happy to be here for your 50th. And we're very happy that it's your property. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If there's any other properties you see in land bank, give us a call.
All
right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out today, and please call the land bank.
Congratulations.